And so we have arrived at the test centre once again for another rain test. The Dutch Army hoop bivvy was the product of our previous rain test. You can check that video out here. And today we have yet another piece of Dutch Army hardware to test. Yes, the Dutch Army canvas tent rain test. But of course, before we delve into our primary shelter, we need to set up a safe haven, a contingency plan if you will, to have all our gear we need dry, stay dry. And so with us today, we're throwing up the British Army Basher, so let's get started. So now we have our designated dry area, we can turn our attention to our test subject. This big old lump, the Dutch Army canvas tent, comes in its own little canvas sack with the pegs and poles inside. For weight, you're looking at around 6.9 kilograms, and it packs down to about 65 centimeters by 25 centimeters. So let's get it set up and take a look around it. So here we have the Dutch Army canvas tent in all its glory. So one feature of this tent is it has dual entry. So we have an entryway this side and an entryway the opposite side. As for ventilation, we have two mesh windows above the doors, two this side and two this side. We have one internal pocket, and where the internal pocket is located is the designated head end. You have more headroom this side than you do the opposing side. It also comes equipped with this heavy duty ground sheet, so you don't have to worry about any punctures. So the purpose of these zips under the flaps here are so that you can attach another tent to it to have a larger area. So it's important that we get the tent as taut as possible, with the ideology behind it being that we just want the water to run off nicely. We don't want any puddling. Puddling will be bad. So now that we have the tent set up, let's go ahead and get the rest of the gear loaded in there, and then we can have a coffee. So considering the horror stories I've heard about this tent in the rain, I brought along an additional bivvy bag, the OEX Bush Pro bivvy, to keep our sleeping gear dry, because if this does fail, we can then just move out under the basher. Now let's talk about the space we have in this tent. We have so much space, you have room to sit up. Getting changed in here wouldn't be an issue, but it's advertised as a 2-person tent. Is it for 2 people? You could fit 2 people in here, be a squeeze. You wouldn't be able to get much gear in, but to me I think it's ideal for 1 person. You can maximize all the room you need and get all the gear you need in here. It's the simple things in life, you know, I'm a simple man. Just give me my coffee and my donuts, and I'm happy. So the reason I like doing these rain tests in this particular location is so I can be thorough. The open space lets the shelter get rained on from all angles, and I haven't got to worry about being asked to move on, so it's a win-win. So here's a fun fact for you. I was out here on Sunday attempting to do a rain test. According to the forecast, it's supposed to rain all day and all night. Never happened. At most we had a few scattered showers, but nothing major, so I didn't want to cheap out and try to make a video out of it. And I also burnt my pork belly. Bad day. So it's just started raining. It's only light right now, but it's supposed to get heavier throughout the night, and it's going to be all night. So let the rains begin. The games begin. The rains, let the games begin. So we got ourselves a little break in the rain. I'm going to take the opportunity to make a break for the tent and call it a night. So far, all we have is this little speck right there. Everywhere else appears to be dry. That is for now. So with more rain on its way, we can only wait and see what happens. If you see me in the morning under the tarp, you'll know what's happened. But until then, we should be nice and dry in the bivvy anyway. So I'll see you guys in the morning and we'll see the result. See you in the morning. So everything is dry, which is strange to me, but then thinking about it, with my great deal of knowledge, which isn't that great, the previous owner most probably waterproofed it, because we're completely dry. Even that little speck came to nothing. It's not a bad thing, it's just not what I expected. But it didn't rain majorly heavy last night. Am I satisfied with the result? No, because we didn't get rains like we had on the last camp. They were moderate, they were steady, but they weren't heavy. I feel as though we need to come out again in much heavier rain, and we will do. Also, the tent is awesome at ventilation. There's no condensation whatsoever on the walls or anything, so awesome. But for now, in moderate rain, most probably recently waterproofed, it does the job. So for now, we're gonna strike camp and get out of here. So that's the end of our camp. We will be back out. We will retest in stronger weather. Until then, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't already yet, but you really want to, then please subscribe. Thank you for watching. As always, it's been emotional. I'll see you on the next one.